crazy, man. It's actually crazy how Sentinels has turned this around, and we've seen incredible matches in our losers bracket since we watched, and they have absolutely turned around what has happened. Oh, they played Inconceivable twice. That's what's up. So we're seeing their stats throughout both the days, and honestly, the strongholds, man, strongholds of flag. Those are not the greatest games that they played, but they make it up. The Slayer and Oddball. And honestly, what surprises me the most is that both the times that Sentinels has played Inconceivable is that they've won both the Oddballs, because Inconceivable is by far the best oddball team in the HTS Halo 5 Pro Series. It's not even close. They have like an absurd like 86, like at some point they had like a 90% win percentage on oddball. They don't lose oddballs. It's insane to watch. Obviously today not going to really help their oddball stats come championships, but these guys are absolutely incredible at oddball, and Sentinels clutched up when they needed to and won those oddball maps.
And you're looking at the stats on the board here. We're watching what Sentinels have done against Inconceivable. Now 0-2 in CTF and Strongholds. That's not the best ever, but 2-0 in Oddball, as you kind of alluded to before, and also 2-1 in Slayer, which is absolutely incredible. Surprised to see them, kind of goose egging against Inconceivable when it comes to CTF and Strongholds. I'm extremely surprised by that.
Okay, well, we're down to the end of the wire here. This is it. This is grand finals. I want to know predictions. After everything we've seen, what are we thinking, guys? Who do we think is going to come out with a win today?
I want to finish the storyline. I want to see this losers bracket comeback happen, man. I think Sentinels is going to do it. They've had the number on Cloud9 in previous engagements. Obviously, Sentinels has been going through a rough patch, but I think this is for the better. They all cut off the streams. They're focusing 100%, and I think it's starting to show now. They're starting to hit their groove. I think we take this to a second best of 5.
Tony, what about you?
I really hope this reaches a best of 5, and I think there's a chance that it's going to happen. But if I'm going to be a betting man and I was going to actually put money on this, I would probably say Cloud9 take this over Sentinels 3-1 in the first series. I just think I love sometimes as casters we can be prisoners in the moment, and we just saw Sentinels play amazingly, especially in that last series. But man, Cloud9, they've been on another level.
I think a logical man would vote Cloud9, considering their performance so far, the fact that they're in winner's side, they got plenty of cushion to work with, but at the same time, when you look at Sentinel's performance, you look at the stuff that they've done, the amount of situations that they have come back from and clutched up, it's hard to vote against them. I think it can go either way. I'm going to side with C9 with Tony, but I'm low-key kind of a believer in Sentinels too. I don't know. I'm pretty split on this. We're going to find out either way. Our game has already started. This is Plaza Strongholds. This is Grand Finals. Garrett, it's a pleasure to cast with you, my man. It's going to be a hell of a brawl.
Yeah, I'm surprised Eco, man. He has got this camouflage, and he was one shot for what felt like an eternity, but he eventually does get back to this bottom mid. I guess if you can't see him, this pole is gonna act. Yeah, that's not gonna work, Eco. You're gonna get caught as he quickly falls to bottom mid, and that bottom hill goes back in the favor of Sentinels. Snakebite and the crew trying to push forward, but they have been made one shot, not quite able to stay alive for the time being. And now Cloud9 stabilizing the position, getting back to bottom mid, and look at this blue spawn that's coming out of Sentinels. This is the last thing you want. They're gonna have to fight from hotel into bottom mid, and although they could win this fight, this is just a tough spot to fight out of.
No, but still a great trade of events though for Sentinels, right? They managed to extend to Nest at the same time and win the fights in bottom mid, so they came out with 2 caps in their favor. A great little hold for them, but Renegade looking to disrupt it, though he's melted in seconds. Good luck to him. Sentinels now holding down center map. New spawners up in yard. You got Penguin looking to chow out from yellow. Gonna try to do something to get the opening pick. He can't afford to just dive forward without a couple slays. And 2 trades come up. Stellar gets 1, but 2 of his teammates die in the process. Penguin looking to hold it down. Nice use of the combo, though, but he goes down. So the pressure comes in through to yard. They're looking for a trip cap early on.
Yeah, that's trippy using that combo. It's it's so unfortunate when you throw out that combo and the player's already one shot. You're like, well, this combo is going to be useless. And that's exactly what it is. Trippy gets caught with not having a pistol in the hand, and it's going to cost his life. And look at the Sentinels are scoring, but all the kills starting to go into the favor of Cloud9. As I say that, man, Trippy comes up big and finds 2 kills in the pit, and they just flip it once again. And look at this, they force a quick split spawn. They push them over at Tram, 2 spawn there, and the other 2 2 are going to spawn at blue. If they can find these kills fast, they can potentially get themselves into another trip cap scenario. Look at Trippy getting up close and personal. He's going to take down Eco, and now there's only 2 players left in that yard. This is a massive amount of pressure that's being applied from the Sentinels crew.
This is brutal. The last second timing coming out of Sentinels has been so perfect. Getting into basement, last second, getting the crucial kills to stop the cap. They have succeeded time and time again, but it looks like finally C9 might pull away with a capture here, and they will. They'll get bottom mid. They now have bottom mid, yard controlled, new spawners up, coming out of Nest here. Snakebite looking to lock down Nest, get this pick, and he does. Big kill from him. He's got 2 teammates to work with here. They'll dive out into bottom mid. It's going to be a brawl here in bottom mid. What a nade on the floor that blows up and destroys Penguin, gives him no chance to contest bottom mid.
It's like, where were you when Snakebite threw the nade? You know what I'm saying? Like, that man throws some nice nades. Everything about Snakebite's gameplay is just so clean, right? It's methodical, it's well thought out, and he doesn't make mistakes, and that's what separates him from other players. You know, he's not the flashiest player. He's not the Frosty that's gonna go out and hit those snapshots that we expect, but he doesn't make mistakes. And as we speak, man, a Hail Mary full of grace, cross the map, goodbye Eco Smith. Snakebite is holding down the Nest by himself. No one is going to be able to pass.
Snakebite is anchoring Nest so beautifully here. He's just holding on to the cap, holding on to the spawn point as well. His teammates continue to spawn and pour out from here and take different perimeters to hold on to the map. And look at this turret, man. He gets a 5. No way he gets this kill as well. Gets a crucial body shot, gonna stay up. That player rotates out. Snakebite almost lives there, but he will go down. Now C9, look at to mount the aggression. They gotta get into Nest and take it back. There's a beautiful spring jump out of Penguin to get back up to top mid, but he'll go back to lockdown loop and then just gets melted trying to get back to loop. C9, can they at least break away with Nest here? Look at the spawn, it's still happening. You got a player coming up lift, Stellar with a double dilemma. But he might be able to succeed here. He's doing everything he can.
Something cracks me up about using that movement, you know, using that slick spring jump to get up top mid just to fly back out the loop and just die.
Dude, it's so sick that like years down the line we realize that if you jump inside that little window and perfectly time a spring jump on like an angle, you can hit top mid. Like no way the developers knew that was a thing. Anyway, I'll stop gushing. We get a camo up. They're gonna pick up this camo. They're gonna hold on to a trip cap. C9 has woken up. You've awoken the beast, and they're looking to answer back here, Garrett.
And look at this Penguin with this camouflage. He's going to be able to push up and supply the help. He's going to be able to back him down. Look at that. All the Sentinels trapped in blue. And the biggest player is Stellar over at Nest. He's going to hold that down by himself for the moment. And Penguin's coming up to shore the defense. But you can see all Sentinels were at a flower door. They decided to push back to towards the Nest, and they're losing that fight. And the longer they take to get a hill, that's more of a trip cap devastation hold that we're seeing from Penguin and the crew. This is a chokehold if I've ever seen one. They are constricting the throat of Sentinels, and it's going to be so tough to break out. Once again, Penguin in the 1v2. He's putting down the shots. The damage is there. He's going to leave it alone for the time being, just spitting out damage, but not quite able to get those kills.
The guy was 1v3ing there. He had 2 one-shots in Nest, then turns around, shoots the guy in dip as well, doing everything he can just to stay alive, put the damage in. And right now, Sentinels managed to push through and somehow get 2 captures here. So C9, once again, they'll fight for bottom mid. Penguin, once again, going to try his hand at a brawl here. He will go down. That's a big trade for Sentinels. And this is the dilemma. Do you dive into Nest? Do you dive into Yard to stop the bleeding? Looks like they'll make their way over to Nest, try to secure this point.
It's Eco in a big fight. He just needs to live, right? He doesn't really have to get that hill. Oh, unfortunate. Trippy's going to get him. It's all about just drawing people away from the actual target. And they were going to go for Yard, but unfortunately, he falls, and now it's just coming back to winning individual fights. But this has just been the story of the trip caps, man. We've seen 2 devastating trip caps from Sentinels and 1 big one from Cloud9, and it's all about breaking it out. Look at Snakebite. He's just going to give up that bottom mid for now, keep this top control. Oh man, it's so unfortunate when you just don't get the timing to go in your favor. It's even more unfortunate when you see Penguin huck 2 god nades across the map and find himself a double kill, and that opens up the map and opportunity for Cloud9, and they are roaring through. We're seeing kill after kill. Stellar eventually does fall, and the shotgun goes into the hands of Trippy as they start to rotate out towards Nest. So we're gonna see a trip cap quickly dissipate this time as Sentinels are able to get 1. But man, this has just been a journey that we've been on.
Is that camo? I'm trying to figure figure out where the camo is. All while this is happening. So there you go. Yeah, Renegade had it. That was a big part of that swing, right? They managed to turn it back into a trip cap in their favor. They isolated, took down Renegade. He's no longer in the picture, but still 2 points, 2 captures on the side of C9 as they hold it down. Stellar just guarding the yard. Player going to challenge him. Stellar doesn't even need to fight it. He can just back off. Keep holding on here. This is just time delayed. But at the same time, Sentinels, they came in, they kept bottom mid, so they got a 2-side capture. They're looking to spin this game. It's going down to the wire yet again here, Garrett. Stellar looking for spawn kills here. Stellar, can he win it? And that's a trade. That's fine to keep him back. That's now 90 points and counting. Trippy with the shotty in hand, but he's in trouble. Gonna try to stay up. Renegade doesn't challenge him, right? They're so patient. They know how to stay alive. They know how to force rough, timings out of your opponents.
Oh my
God,
God,
right now, Sentinels pouring into bottom. They do get it. And they're gonna have to play perfect here, Garrett.
Yeah, Camouflage could be up in time for Cloud9 to play patient and wait for it, but that's going to be a close decision as we see players from Sentinel start to move towards Nest and towards top mid. We see Snakebite sitting right in front of Renegade, but that was such a close win, and he's going to be able to get that player bottom mid, trying to stay alive. That's Braden. That is Stellar. He's going to have to eventually jump out, but all the players from Sentinels go down under, and now it's all about this Camouflage. It should be coming up just about now.
Sentinels just made a huge play securing bottom mid. They hold down inside map. We got a camo about to come up. Frosty looking like a turret. Gets a huge double. Frosty stays alive. That's a spree for him. A kill for Trippy. 92. Now they've tied the game. They're looking to take the lead here. Pressure's on through top mid. Camo, that should have been up. I'm not sure if it was picked up or not. Either way, Sentinels, now it's up on the map. Sentinels still holding it down. That's a trip cap. They have taken it. There is no way they stop this win. They will pull away 100-93 in game 1. Garrett, Sentinels will just not stop. They keep going.
Yeah, it's such an interesting dilemma that you're in when you're Cloud9, right? Because it's 92-78. You know the camo is going to come up around that 90-second mark, and it's like, do you push out and try just to hammer yourself in bottom mid, which is what they ended up doing, and unfortunately for them, they get completely collapsed on. They lose their entire control. Shout out to Trippy though. We didn't really talk about him as much as we could have the couple series, but he's been playing out of his mind, especially in their losses. That's when he's really like turned up and been that main slayer. But an overkill on that map, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, somehow he got it over there. I guess we missed it. At the same time, he was controlling shotguns, so it might have been a big part of the shoddy control that he had. He could have come in. You know what? This is even on the feed right here. He gets a double. A little bit later, he does get that overkill. But Trippy, yeah, like you said, a bit of a sleeper hit this game, doing exactly what he needed to do to help his team achieve success here, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, they locked it down first half of the game, though. You gotta love the fight from C9 to get into Nest, toward the Nest, start to control the map with a trip cap of their own, and in minutes, they had tied up and taken the lead, but Sentinels, they came right back. What a nade, by the way. Actually, I wasn't even looking. If we play that back one more time, that was a calculated nade from Snakebite. He banked it off the cylinder in the center there. Look at that. Nades like this is there's thought that goes into this. This isn't just like he just like whips a nade into the window, doesn't think about it. Like, he knows what he's doing.
And the thing is that's the same life where he threw that god nade up bottom mid. So it's like he was just throwing the nades, and then for him to live at S4 for as long as he did and just melt anyone that tried to come past him. I mean, he was playing out of his mind this life in particular. And honestly, Snakebite, he's looking renewed. He's looking like the Snakebite of old, the consistent man, the IGL leader, the fearless leader of the Sentinels roster. And I'm glad to see it, man. I'm glad to see Sentinels are starting to look like their true selves, especially against a fully powered Cloud9, because we know how dangerous these guys can be from what we've seen. I mean, in the winners final and in the previous Pro Series.
They really are fierce competitors. Sentinels is one of those teams that they just don't back down. You put them down, you put them in losers bracket, and they turn into this new beautiful butterfly or something. They break out of their cocoon. I don't know, Garrett, but they're just one of those teams that just don't go down when it comes to high stakes competition. We've seen it time and time again in LAN, and now we're really starting to see it online when it really matters too. We're getting down to the wire with our season 4 here. We've got one more tournament coming up next weekend. Sentinels, they're looking to close this back on top, and so far so good, but they have a full reset to get to if they want to win today. So they have to win 6 games. We got a bit of a tournament to cast here, Garrett, if they actually plan on making it the distance. But Rig Slayer comes up next, and from there we'll find out how it goes. Rig Slayer should be an interesting one.
Yeah, Rig Slayer, I mean, that's what we saw in our previous game. Yeah.
It was,
yeah. I was about to say that was our previous game 5, and we saw Sentinels clutch up versus Inconceivable. The question is, can they do it once again? That sniper rifle going to be so important. You want to keep that away from Frosty. Get it into the hand of Renegade if you're on the side of Cloud9, and let that sniper dictate the pacing of the map. But here we go, Stellar immediately pushing towards that scatter shot. This is not that often that you see the red spawn get the scatter shot off rip. Oof. So that's an interesting play from Stellar.
Curious to see the pacing of this game juxtaposed up against the pacing of Game 5 in the last series on this same map, right? It was down to a crawl. It was the slowest game of Rig Slayer at the start. And we are starting to see inklings of that at the beginning of this game here. Frosty's just going to wait for an opportunity with this snipe. But I expect these guys to really speed up when they get their moment here. Yeah, he does hit a body, going to reposition down the trench here, maybe get out of dodge. But he does get challenged, and he almost hits that shot. But Eco, just so aware, he knocks him down. Stellar now snipe in hand.
I'm just gonna say it, man. I think Frosty's fully warmed up. I don't think he's gonna miss many sniper shots this entire series, and we'll have to see how that plays out. But Stellar trying his best to get away with the sniper rifle. He's gonna come right in front of a player. It's Trippy that's here at the carbine. He's trying just to get behind, but the amount of time he's spending, all these players from Sentinels are eventually gonna be collapsing on the sniper player. But I guess they're just not aware.
They don't see him.
That's crazy. I thought they would know. Like I thought they would hear or something, but apparently not. Stellar's gonna be able to live in the back with the sniper rifle and reposition. Now he's in a power position with the long gun.
He's in a pretty good spot to line up some kills. His teammates up forward, going to try to steal the aggro. And so far, they're doing even more than that. C9 pick up 2 kills on the feed. Stellar looking for more here. Can't get the kill with the melee. That's a big kill out of Trippy to answer right back. This game is right back down to the wire here. 12-11. 2 shots in the chamber of the snipe. And he's in the hands of Trippy in the exact same spot as Stellar. Let's see if he can line something up. Does hit a body. Going to back out at the same time. Nobody in position to pick up that kill, though. Stellar, or Trippy has to reposition.
Look at this, Trippy just playing so patiently at the sewers, but he is eventually caught up on Stellar. Can he hit the shot? He hits it, but can't finish the kill. Oh, Stellar comes away with the win on that fight, and they're going to find themselves a 4-kill lead. And as Frosty gives Eco a blueberry to go, but look at that. Stellar's going to find himself a scatter shot immediately and immediately do no damage with it. So
that was a rough play from Stellar right there. He had a big opportunity to get that kill, and he bit of a blunder out of him to not secure it, so he does go down. Instead, that shot, if it wasn't burned, it traded hands, but it might have been burned. Either way, it's a 1-kill game here. That camo should have been up. Not sure if it was burned. Either way, this rotation comes through. Yeah, I believe the camo was off the map, so Sentinels right now still holding it down. Going to try to lock him into Carbine spawn, but there's a player behind them up on tower as well, trying to be a nuisance. It looks like he's over an engine.
Look at this. I mean, Trippy's just stayed alive for such a long period of time, and they've just held down the tower. The tower has been the focal point of their attack. They've just been, they've kept that as the middle player, and they're just coordinating attacks with the perimeters, with the tower focusing on support, and it's worked so brilliantly thus far as they get themselves back into this game. Frosty finds himself a killing spree with that double kill, and Royal 2 finds the trade out at the last moment, and now Snakebite, I think he might just throw a sniper off the map. Yeah, I think that's the play. Yeah, there we go.
Good stuff from Snakebite to keep it off. What's that?
I was just going to say, that's where Sentinels feel really comfortable. Like, when they're in a close game, they don't feel as if they need the power weapon to come back. They've said it multiple times. They feel as if their team shot's better than anyone else's in the game, and they're not going to let you have a sniper rifle to try to get back into it.
The difficulty of that, though, is Snakebite dropped the snipe off, but inside map control, I believe it's in the hands of C9. You can see them trying to push up through outside to break in. Eco, he smells one. He's trying to figure out where he is. That player's directly under them. Snakebite gets melted by 2 right there. So big pickup on the kill. Eco with great shots into Trippy to get another. Now 26-24. The pressure coming in through the inside map. I think it was, Frosty sitting on the corner there, and Eco still laser beams coming out of his gun here. That's 3 dead on Sentinels. They're stuck back on Carbine spawn, and once again, C9, they're holding down center map.
And you said it brilliant. Like, you know, it's like they have inside control. And what I was going to say is Sentinels don't necessarily have to push. Like, with the game being so still early in the game, you can just wait for the next camo, wait for the next overshield to make your play. Unfortunately, they decide to push towards that tower. They go all down, and Renegade gets another kill with the camo. Royal 2 does have the scatter, right? So if I'm Royal 2, I'm getting in tower 2, and that's where we're breaking into the inside part of the map. They're going to spawn at bunker. You're going to bait them into the tower, and you're going to use that scatter shot to find easy kills.
Yeah, great aggression coming in, but somebody gets a huge flank. Was that Penguin? Did he spring jump up? I don't know how he got behind that player, but he managed to get a hot double for his efforts there. That was massive from Penguin. He completely disrupted any chance Sentinels had at breaking into center map here. So now Penguin and team, they hold down tower. Gonna look to continue this positioning here. You can see the pace of play slowed to a crawl here. Sentinels don't want to give up an inch here. They're at a huge deficit now, too. Stellar just picked up a double on the feed. It's a 6-kill advantage. And Penguin, he puts the Nikes on. He knows he's got a kill advantage here. He wants to get up in the fray. Can he take this fight, though? And he can't. But it's a trade.
I was about to say, it's stuff. If anyone does that up close and personal with the DMR and outshoots Frosty, that would be insane. But Eco, he still has a scatter shot in the back pocket, and he might try to get to the inside. No, he decided against it. I was about to say, he knows that there was 2 players on the yellow corner, so he thought that might have been an opportunity to get to, like, engine 2 with that scatter shot. Instead, he's going to wait for his teammates to spawn, and that is a scatter. You know, scatter shots are an enigma to me, man. We see a blank in tower 2, and then we see that just beamer from the yellow corner that just does an incredible amount of damage. And now Ego's getting up close and personal. He has one more scatter to work with. He's not able to get the kill with it, and that's going to go into the hands of Frosty. That scatter is cursed this time around. It's not doing much, as Penguin's going to be able to pick it up this time around. He does some damage. No, not again. That scatter shot. Do not pick it up. That is a death trap. That is an interesting one.
It's looking like a hot potato. The moment you pick it up, you got to drop it. You can't hold on for it for too long here, but Royal 2 will pocket it for now. He's got it in the back pocket. Renegade has something a little more spicy. He's got the snipe. They got an advantage as well, just a slight 3-kill advantage. Renegade somehow hits that body shot. That player going to try to get out of dodge here. Renegade looking for him. Doesn't want to give up positioning. Got a double dilemma, though. He hits the other shot as well. He'll get the kill on Detroit B. Renegade trying to stay up here. 6 shots in the snipe if he loses it. That's, no, that's a big opportunity for Sentinels if he loses the snipe. So Royal 2 with a crucial kill. Royal 2 can grab this snipe, though he's leaving it for Frosty, who he knows can make plays. Leave the snipe for Frosty. You got to trust this man.
That you let Frosty get this and you let Frosty win the game. You know Royal 2 can do what's necessary with his pistol. He has one of the best shots in the game. Renegade answering back with a double kill of his own. The players come through both at the same time. Beautiful coordination.
Wow.
Frosty hits the no-scope to make that player one shot, but the pressure was just too immense. Renegade gets his sniper back, and that to me is going to secure this game. They're going to probably spawn all the way to that back bunker. Renegade can get up close. He's just going to snap punch anyone that gets within a 5-foot radius of him. Or did they actually flip the spawns fast enough? Ooh, that might have been a mistake. They flipped spawns that early, and now Snakebite's able to get this sniper, and he could pretend. Oh my god, this is crazy. Oh, he misses it. I was saying, that's some cracked out movement from Snakebite if he's that aware. But he's gonna fall down, and with only 2 kills left to go for Cloud9, I feel as if it's almost too far for the Sentinels roster to come back, and Stellar's gonna secure that with a double kill of his own. Man, that sniper made it interesting at the end, but the execution not quite there.
It didn't quite pull it out, still giving us a nice close game here, but C9, they're back on the board, bringing it to 1-1 in the series, no doubt in part due to Penguin, who went 16-12 in that game. Great plays from him. The biggest highlight, honestly, was that flank into tower that got him that double. I think it was with the scatter. Yeah, and he managed to get in there with perfect timing. That was the moment that Sentinels was pushing up, picking up Tower 3, looking for kills onto bunker spawn, but Penguin just disrupting it all. A massive play from him. But the damage stat at Eco just goes to show how much of a turret this man really was.
And I mean, same vein though, Trippy only had 3 kills that game. And like I said, Trippy's been a player that usually is up there on the slaying capability. So surprising as he only had 3, he did drop 1,700 damage. So, you know, it wasn't from a lack of trying. The man was hitting some shots. And at the end of the day, if you have a player dropping 2,600 damage on a Slayer, you don't expect to lose games like that. That's just way too much presence on the map. And Eco, I think, puts him over that edge, and Penguin was doing a beautiful job at finding double kills and getting behind players. That tower play, like you said, it was so impactful. And to catch that scatter shot out of position really just changed the pacing of the game. It allowed Eco to get it, and Eco went, and I think he got 2 or 3 kills with that same scatter shot.
Rough position here for Frosty, right? He lost 2 teammates. He's in a really rough spot to sit with that sniper. You would think he'd want to be positioned over to Carbine. Maybe he's worried about somebody, you know, getting an angle on him from outside, but he's just sitting in the corner there. He ends up getting taken out quickly. Either way, rough situation for Sentinels in Game 2. They couldn't quite ice it up. They got a couple more chances to make it happen. It's going to have to start on Oddball Eden. Map game type we've seen a few times today, and it's definitely a slobber knocker for sure in that center map. We'll see how this one goes. We got a bit of a false start, so we'll be right back in it in just a second.
Eden on an oddball, man. This is, usually players prefer that echelon oddball. Eden oddball, though, you're gonna have a sniper rifle to work with, the overshield as well. The rotations can be questionable, right? So you'll see a lot of teams opt for red holds, or you'll normally see like a blue catwalk, blue door hold. It'll be interesting to see which teams where they opt to go this time around. Obviously, Sentinels has that blue spawn, so that should mean Frosty gets the sniper rifle right off rip, because really there's no shot of the red team getting their hands on sniper rifle on Eden oddball, because the sniper spawns literally in blue. Yeah. And the overshield advantage should be in the favor of blue as well. So you normally want a blue start when you're playing on Eden oddball, because you can get the sniper rifle and the overshield for relatively easy. We'll see if it plays out that way, though, because these guys, they've mastered their starts on either side. It's not going to go without a fight.
Yeah, hard to say, because I would give OS almost an advantage to red. There are some pretty fast strats you can do off of red as well to get to that OS quickly. That snipe, though, almost definitely going to be in the hands of Frosty. He knows how to remove the barrels quickly as he goes by, but that is always a dilemma to worry about. Here he goes. Nade comes in, going to look out the window at the same time. He'll grab the snipe, and there you go. He has it. OS as well. They'll try to dive in, but he doesn't pick it up. This is big from C9. It still sits there. Frosty looking to defend it, though, but Frosty, 2 players in front of him. Can he take both? Whiffs the no-scope, hits the second, but he's deleted. That snipe goes down. It'll be picked up by C9, and Penguin, with the OS in hand, he's moving quick. He's got a Hydra in the back pocket as well.
That player just totally missed on the overshield. Like, they had it. Blue team had that overshield, but just did not get on the body. I don't know if he didn't press B, or I'm not sure what happened, but that gives the overshield over to Penguin, and that's a massive momentum shift towards Cloud9. And Cloud9's worst game type is oddball. It's like undeniable. Like, they do not like oddball. They're not an oddball team. If they can steal this one away from Sentinels, it could help them close this series earlier on than expected, because 90% of the time I think Sentinels wins as a oddball.
One thing's for sure, Garrett, they've won the opening strat, and they're getting spawn kills as well. Eco, that was, oh my god, Eco, 30 double out of him, looking for more. Oh my god, if he nailed that triple, it would have been nasty. He'll stay up for now. Crazy snipes out of him. You gotta love the reticle placement into red base, knowing the spawn could be there, and just snapping and connecting.
Now Frosty able to pick up his favorite weapon of choice. Question is, can he use that final shot to get a kill? Trippy gonna open up the map by finding Stellar. Eco quickly trades out that kill, though, and now Frosty, he knows there's someone towards blue, and he's just waiting for that flank to come in. And oh my god, they are playing so patiently, letting Frosty just head case about where these players are. Unfortunately for them, that means 3 go down for the side of Sentinels, and Penguin's able to pick up the ball. And check this out, the red spawns do come in, but Penguin, he has the option of rotating towards blue. But all the Sentinels really just spread out across the map on the outside, and Penguin, he's feeling pretty content keeping this in the tower for the time being, as he's going to drop at the bottom mid as a pseudo play.
Look at this rotation from Penguin, though. He just leaves it bottom mid, goes straight out to OS, and now he's right up in the center of the fight here. Great rotation from him to get out of dodge, and now he's put himself in a great spot to defend the OS. The OS should ideally be in the hands of C9, but the pressure coming in from Sentinels here as they're getting the kills. It's a double out of Frosty. They've stolen the OS. Back in their grasp, Trippy has it. Trippy's going to fly out to pick up the ball, and this is C9's opportunity to get away with some points here. If they don't get pelted in bottom mid, he's got to rotate out to blue, and it looks like he'll get away for now.
The biggest thing is Trippy doesn't want to hold this ball. He has all this overshield to work with, but unfortunately, there's just no one on the side of Sentinels that can pick it up, and I think Snakebite's eventually going to be that player as he's going to give it away, but basically all that overshield's gone at this point, and now Trippy not really going to be able to use it, but, Cloud9 wasn't able to get the overshield, so that's going to be a plus. But every time it feels like Sentinel's about to hold some ball time. If Cloud9 roars back, they find the picks, and they break the setup time and time again. Something needs to change, and Stellar's going to be able to get this sniper rifle for us. Oh my blade! Trippy, goodbye! Stellar's heating up, and he's hitting snipes across the map. What a blade from Stellar from that top snipe position, man. That might be one of the dirtiest we'll see as he hits another body.
That shot was hot off the rack. The moment he picks that sniper up, cocks it, hits a blainer. It was beautiful. Stellar, he's still looking for more. Of course, he's not done yet, or he might be, though. I take it all back. He's been taken out, isolated, and that's it for him. The sniper now in the hands of Frosty. It's his turn. He has been taken down time and time again with this snipe. He needs to pull away and make a play for Sentinels here. Can he do it? Hits the body, but then just gets demolished by a melee. You gotta love the aggression here. There's no fear out of C9.
Absolutely no fear. And honestly, the only reason Stellar really got rid of that sniper rifle that he was made to drop was because of Royal 2 and his damn Hydra launcher, man. He is the only pro player that I see consistently pick it up and consistently put it to work. Frosty able to regain his sniper rifle. He hits the body shot on that player at Catwalk. Can he hit another? Unfortunately not. He's going to waste the rest of that ammo. But all of blue basically going back into the favor of Cloud9. The ball is in the turbine at the moment. And look at Renegade. He's finding kills. I think he's a little surprised to see that overshield for some reason. And he's going to be able to pick it up. And so far, man, Sentinels have had great moments, but they just always have been answered directly back from Cloud9.
Yeah,
okay, no, it didn't.
Not quite. Yeah, almost. Not quite, though. They can't seem to pull away in these clutch moments, right? They get the ball and they get the opportunities, but they're not hitting those crucial shots, winning those crucial kills that really allow them to pull away from C9. And at this point, Renegade looking to add insult to injury here. We got 2 new spawners up on blue side. Renegade putting the shots in. No more OS for him, but he'll rotate. Oh, through bottom mid. What are these shots? He's hitting every shot through the stairs there. They finally take him out. It's one thing to hit 1 or 2 shots, but the man's making it look like there's no stairs there at all.
Oh my god, that stick was so
wow, what
close.
A double.
Oh, gets the haircut on Eco, but Eco finds the double kill for himself, and now Stellar applying more pressure at blue. And once again, it's just firm ball time in the hands of Penguin. He's been the designated ball carrier, it feels like, for most of this game, and he's done a wonderful job at just straying away from the pressure as they find another 2 kills, and that's some more ball time to go into the hands of Penguin. And honestly, Sentinels have to figure out something now, right? Because sniper rifle comes up in 30 seconds, and you don't have another overshield for probably about another 45. So this is going to be a good chunk of time for Cloud9 to hold.
Eco and Renegade are such a massive nuisance, though. Look at this, holding down Catwalk. The new spawners coming up through blue. They're constantly getting stopped in their tracks. Look at these shots out of Eco. He's looking for more out of Frosty. Hits one more body shot. He's going to get double teamed here. He does get the kill. Not even a trade. Clean melee out of him. And he gets his shields back. Eco has disrupted the hell out of Sentinels here. They're getting free ball time as they're worried about killing him, and Eco's just about to win. Oh, he almost wins that fight as well. Big win at a Royal 2, just narrowly, but look at the time they've lost in this exchange. The ball being picked up by Sentinels. OS now coming up in a couple seconds here. Trippy, 4 shots in the chamber. Trippy, can he hit it? He can't hit it. He drops the snipe, and C9, they're in position for OS yet again.
The ball is played. Sentinels once again, yeah, just not able to get a ton of ball time, and this is not what you want to see. Oh wow, what?
I don't know.
I don't even know what that was. His slide animation to hit a snipe shot. Like that is something crazy that I don't think. I mean, we're gonna have to replay that after the series. That is absolute insanity. But Cloud9 starting to run away with this game. Penguin holding that ball once again, and see he's just so far away from the pressure of Sentinels. They're gonna have to fly all the way, and it's just gonna get played by the time they get there. And this is just such a dominating lead from Cloud9 and Sentinels. Every time they pick up the ball, man, it's played within the first 10, 15 seconds. They just cannot get big chunks.
Yeah, the brutal scenario here is C9 doesn't even need like a dedicated hold to win. They could just get, a few seconds of scrappy time here and there, and they can close it out. They've gotten so close to making it happen. Sentinels have a huge deficit to come back from. It's not unwinnable, but very damn difficult to do it, especially with that ball being rotated out again. Trippy looking for it. They'll take him out. That's now 127 on the board. He'll pick the ball up, take it out to blue side here. We got to see some perfect play out of Sentinels if they want any chance of success here. And so far, Trippy can't stay up long enough with that ball. It'll sit in the alley for now, but now it's a battle of slays to keep them back.
Look at this, Renegade's already applying pressure towards the tower along with the rest of Cloud9. And once again, it looks like Sentinels, they're going to opt to fight instead of rotate that ball away and try to keep it away from pressure. So far, the Slay's going in the favor of Cloud9. The last player on the ball, Frosty's there, and he's not even going to play it. He's going to opt to fight. He wins the first one on Stellar, but Penguin's there to get the trade. And once again, Sentinels, they decide to play the fight, and they've just lost. Every time it's been a straight-up 4-on-4 team fight for ball, they've lost it every time.
C9 continues to lock it down. At this point, they can't worry about the OS either. It's going to be free for C9, but actually they do have positioning on it, so if they can lock down ball and OS at the same time, they can make something happen. But they got a tough dilemma to work through here. They do get a big kill, though. Royal 2 gets one. OS now sits up. Royal 2 with a hot double. That should be an OS. Wait, did he get burned? Did a C9 player? I think a C9 player dove in, burned it, which is wild to see. Either way, Sentinels, they're now forced to... What's happening with this ball? They're rotating it out through center. They're getting kills along the way here. Trippy with a massive rotation, doing everything he can to fend off the pressure. C9, though, they've stopped the OS, so at the very least, they don't have to worry about that. They just need to get the last few seconds. But Sentinels making it very difficult for them.
Yeah, the problem is like the longer this game goes on, the harder it is to come back. Like, we're starting to approach that where you just don't have enough time to get back into this game. The holds need to start now. Trippy able to grab that ball once again. Stellar got the sniper rifle, but he only able to get a body shot before he's taken down. Look at Trippy with these long range shots with the light rifle as Renegade is able to scoop up that sniper rifle once again. But this is about the only hold I've seen from Sentinels where they've gotten a big chunk of time. We're starting to see the pressure mount towards Red Bend, and the blainer comes in for a Renegade, and now all of Cloud9 are going to start to collapse in on this red base, and another shot hit by Renegade, but it's not enough as Snakebite finds a critical double kill. Look at Eco, he's coming in. Can he be the hero? He is not, as Frosty finds the kill, and they stabilize the red position, and looks like Royal 2 is going to pick up this ball. I think they might just need to play it, man. They're still applying pressure.
Center map.
Ooh, yeah, this is good. This is good. I like this play. Never mind. Royal 2 knows better than me.
Slow and steady. Sentinels somehow pull this back. They're within about a 20-point mark here. Look, the ball comes in, though. Big melee right there. They only get 2 seconds, though. Royal 2 going to pick up the ball yet again. He gets taken out. Ball now drops in red base. Can C9 finally push up, close it out here? They've struggled to get any time whatsoever. But right now, this might be clutch factor right here. They've got just 11 seconds left to close it out. Sentinels continue to push up. Sentinels, they don't have any time to stop on the challenge here. They get cut off with the melee. That's going to be it. There's no way they stop it. 150 to 110 out of Cloud9. For a second there, I thought Sentinels was going to pull the comeback out. It was a hard-fought battle, but C9, they do clutch up. They do make it happen. That is a 2-1 for the series and a tournament point in their favor.
Yeah, and honestly, what happens is Cloud9 puts them in the hard spot of, do we stay for Overshield, or do we do an all-out push? And they did a mixture of the two, where one player stayed back to secure Overshield, relying on Snakebite to really win a one-on-one fight. But when he got there, it wasn't one-on-one. It was 1v2. He made the ball player one shot, but couldn't get to the ball player to find the kill. Eco and Renegade being your 2 impact players that time around. Look at those damages, 36 and 3400 respectively. 1 power weapon kill from Stellar, but man, god damn, it was sexy, man. That was such a good snipe shot from Stellar.
Yeah, Stellar hit a nasty snipe shot off the rack for sure. Eco, this was beautiful. Perfect positioning, that reticle placement for the spawn, and then somehow snaps on, hits a second headshot there. Despite being de-scoped, he still manages to flick in, hit it.
Man.
I want to say there's a bit of luck behind shots like that, but it's Eco we're talking about.
This is no luck. This is all skill, bro.
This is beautiful, dude. Just the fact that he can just pick it up, quick scope, snap onto his face like that, just so confident, so decisive. He sees it mid-thrust, too. Oh, that is so pretty.
That's one of the better sniper shots we're going to see. I still don't even know what happened with that Renegade snipe shot, though. Like, he's like mid-slide, shooting sniper bullets. Oh, that was insane to see. So here we go. Game 4. Flag on Truth. This is a game type that Sentinels love. We'll see if they're going to be able to extend it to a 5th game in our first best of 5.
This is it for Sentinels. Crunch time. Their last chance to stay in the tournament, or they're out with a 2nd place. They got to win it here on CTF Truth. Snakebite does secure the camo, but he's not going to stay up. He doesn't get the stick either. So rough situation for them. Sentinels, can they do it? Can they ice up here? We'll find out.
Look at this, beautiful shots from Eco. He comes in, he's gonna hit another, and now just trying his best to stay alive and let his teammates come in. They're gonna pull that flag and get it right into that basement, but the split spawns happen. Sentinels are ready at P door. It's gonna be Frosty, gonna be that line of defense. He's gonna find one, but the trades come through, and it's still in the favor of Cloud9. They still have this pressure up. Renegade's in this toilet, and he's putting down damage, and that flag is away. Look at Penguin to make your objective-oriented plays today. We saw an oddball. He had most of that ball time, and flag, he's so quick with it. Make sure you watch out, because he can put that flag in the hole before you even know.
Yep, can they actually do it, though? They got the flag out to P door. There's nobody there to stop it from happening, so C9, they will successfully pull that first flag out in just over a minute on the board. They want this, and you can see it off of the stat line here, Garrett. They're coming out hot to start this game 4.
Look at this, Penguin goes down to P1. He's made one shot. He did an incredible flag run just now, but now the pressure from Sentinels is on. They're wrapping into the space. You see the car spawns come in from Cloud9. They're going to try to fight back through this base. Who is that player that's staying alive in that bubble? Because that is a massive impact play. That buys enough time for his team to get in there and stabilize the base. And Renegade, yeah, you're not getting away with that. Goodbye. Trippy says, hey, you're not overextending on me. And once again, the pressure from Sentinels is up. They're getting in the face. It's going to be up to Trippy to make the impact play as he finds one and made another player weak. And look at this. This should be a flag cap on the side of Sentinels as long as they get this out, as Trippy just is putting down more and more damage.
We still haven't seen a pull, though. At the very least, you think they would pull it, but they haven't succeeded in that just yet. Spawner's still up on Carbine. The flag does get pulled. It goes out to lift, but they don't see the bottom base spawn that comes up. Nobody's blocking bottom base. We got 2 split spawners down there. 3 dead on the side of C9. The trade doesn't go through for Snakebite. The flag's still down in the base. Matt, he slides in to try to do something there, but at this point, it's just scrappy. You know, they do actually succeed in taking it out, and it's all on the hands of Trippy, who has a camo, and he's made a massive play with a double kill. They'll take that flag out through pink side, and I think they might have secured it right here. We're looking at a tie game if he doesn't fumble it. Let's go Royal 2.
For the love
Last
of God,
links right here. He'll get it. That's 1-1 on the board.
Yeah, Royalty make me a little nervous right there, man. That is not the cleanest flag runner we've ever seen. But they get it, and Trippy trying his best to stay alive with his camo in the base. Has about a quarter of it left. If he can find a pick and then just open up a lane for his team to push through, it would be critical. As we see Renegade take the one-on-one fight, Trippy lands the shots perfectly, but cannot find the finish. He's just letting all these Cloud9 players know that they have to figure out where Trippy is. And by the time they do, they go 2 down, and the blow is here. You see Royal 2 blocking the bottom spawn. Snakebite's going to pull out the flag, but he's not going to be able to get away. He gets it out through the door. But looks like Cloud9's going to win the retake, as Frosty is going to be the only player that can keep this alive. Oh my God, what an aggressive play from Frosty. But I think that's going to do it for this flag. As my brain is melting watching this fight as Eco eventually does find the kill.
Frosty doing everything he could to stay alive and pick up that kill there, but doesn't succeed. The defense strong from C9, but can they even break out of their base? They've been playing on defense for the last 2 minutes or so. Renegade going to try to break through. Doesn't get the kill. Actually gets the trade on the pink side. Another brawl going to take place here between Snakebite and Penguin. Snakebite going to back off. Finishing kill shot onto Stellar. You got to love the awareness from him, but he goes down as well. So trades back and forth. New camo coming up, and this camo will spell the momentum for the team that picks it up. You can see C9, they're pushing through to blue base to keep these spawns out to Car, give them a guaranteed camo and a flag pull at the same time. But Renegade might have whiffed that flag when he went to grab it, and it slowed him down. He didn't get it out through blue base. The defense still coming in from C9. They must have pulled away with the camo, though. C9 right now with a massive advantage and a huge double out of Penguin with the final bullet. Beautiful plays out of these guys.
I believe camo, I'm not sure if I missed camo, but camo should be up right now, and that should go in the favor of Cloud9 as they're the only ones over on the P side. There we go. Renegade has it at top mid, so he misses the flagpole. He spawns up and he gets his team to camouflage at least. But man, that probably would have been a flag cap if Renegade gets that pole. The timing loss was too much, and Snakebite just won one of the biggest fights of the game, taking the one-on-one versus Renegade up close with that camo and just hitting every shot and coming out on top.
That's the brutal reality of truth CTF or any CTF in Halo 5 is if you whiff that flag, you lose timing for 2-3 seconds. That's it. That's chalked, right? That means a spawned player and an angle on you, and you're going to get melted. But either way, the fray continues here. We got 2 slays on the board on the side of C9 as they push up into blue base. Snakebite sees flag away. He's going to go for the counter flag in the meantime, but he's got to win that fight to make it happen. Pivotal fight for him, but he doesn't do it. Eco ices up. Where's the flag? The flag out front door. Royal 2 looking for the return. He will succeed in picking that up for now. They'll reset the situation.
Big fight from Frosty. Eco is going to win that one, and that is going to probably stop this push from Sentinels from getting out of their base, and now they're going to be stuck in their own car bubble. Renegade, can he get the redemption on the pole? This time he's able to get it out and into the front base. Unfortunately for him, Frosty has his number. He's going to find that kill, and we see the deaths starting to pile up on the side of Cloud9. Sentinels starting to be able to push out of their base as Trippy gets P3 control, and with that, the headshot on Eco, and he should be able to dictate the pacing of this P-side push as we see him just laying down the hurt over at the P tower as he hits grenades. Renegade once again gonna fall down. This is a beautiful push from Sentinels as they're starting to jockey for that camouflage position, as that's gonna be coming up soon. Watch out for that camo and to see if it makes an impact. As look at Frosty, and this is beautiful from Trippy. Sees the two down, gets the flagpole, and by the time they're spawning, he's already blocking all the critical spawn points. This is incredible moves from Trippy, and look at that. Snakebite gets away with the camouflage.
Yeah, Trippy played that beautifully. He rotated through, he pushed the spawn out to Car. He's still been staying. He's still alive, by the way. I'm pretty sure. He's such a freaking nuisance, making C9 chase him around through the base. In the meantime, Snakebite with the camo. Oh, but the nade just takes him out. Either way, he did his job. That's a flag in the hole here. 2-1 on the board. One more left for Sentinels to tie this up and bring us a game 5, and you know they're gunning for it.
Look at that Trippy, just impact player so far. Every time the Sentinels have won in this series, it's been because Trippy has made massive plays, and he's trying to do so again. But there we go. Snakebite was living in the bottom of the base, trying to buy time for his teammates to get there as Trippy's sustaining damage. And look at that. Snakebite got a perfect kill on Eco, and a flag is out once again. Snakebite is not stopping anytime soon, laying down the hurt in the red base. Take another one with you, and the flag is out. Killing spree for PJ. He's getting it towards the car side. Can he get around the corner?
Wow.
Around the corner he does. What a flag run from Snakebite, but the counter run is coming on from the side of Cloud9, but Snakebite making big plays in the base of Cloud9.
Snakebite has woken up. The IGL making massive plays here. Not only is he getting kills, he's taking the flag all the way out through blue, and now we have a standoff here. C9, they need to win this standoff or it's game over. And C9 gonna do everything they can to ensure that happens. Holding down the flag in red base here. Penguin gonna fly out, look for a fight over to pink side. Doesn't spot the player who comes out to challenge him. That flag in the hands of Renegade. Last line of defense here. Frosty, he knows not to challenge right away. He's gonna let a teammate shoot him up from top mid instead. Renegade in a very tough spot here. He needs team help. Frosty coming up with the challenge. Renegade, can he at least get the trade? He does get the trade.
So
Flag
aggressive.
now sits out in the pink door. Big fight for the return here. He gets the stick, but a touch comes in. The flag sits on P door yet again. Stellar will come in, pick it up. He's got to get it back into a safer position. But Sentinels have not let up on the aggression here. They have top map control. The pressure's still coming in through the window. C9 have no chance to breathe here, and neither do I with all the crazy stuff going on here. Snakebite will pick up the camo as well. Hold it down. Oh, this might be it right here.
Caught up. Yeah, all this is Cloud9's basket right now. They are trying to get to this flag, but Snakebite with this camouflage is the only player that's really going to be able to stop it. But he just hasn't been able to find the kill. There we go. Penguin finally pushes underneath. There's still one more player to worry about. And honestly, this has been such a big push from Penguin and Renegade because it's made the camouflage player come all the way back to the home base. And now Snakebite uses all that camouflage basically just to get the push out of the base. But look at that flag. That should be a return. There's no one there from Cloud9.
They're on right now. They will get it. Can they plant it in? This should be a game right here. Nobody there to stop it. Sentinels, they've done it 3-1, and they're taking us to a game 5, bringing us yet another nail biter series. They want that reset. Garrett, we might be here for a while. Buckle in.
And I've heard people question, people come out and they're like, I don't think the Sentinels roster is scrimming. They don't really want it. If you guys saw Snakebite's POV right there, you know how bad he wants this win. You know how bad he wants it. He just played out of his mind that game. He made the impact plays. He was there. MVP of this series thus far is going to Snakebite. What an impressive performance from him. He drops 3,400 damage, doing about the same amount of damage as Frosty. Damn. But man, that final 3 minutes of Snakebite really solidifies how much he wants this game, because that was an incredible performance that we saw from PJ.
I was going to say, why talk about it when we could just relive the moment right here? This is it from Snakebite. with the camo. Makes a huge play to keep them back. I'm pretty sure, doesn't he gets taken out with camo here to start, right? The nade comes in, takes him out, but he did his job in defending, getting the flag into the cap. It's the plays he makes after, though, to get that flag out yet again. He puts the pressure on the red base. Great shots into red here. He'll come right back up with the re-challenge onto Penguin, grabs the flag, takes it out front, and just initiates the run here. But it's that moment where he gets it around the corner, right? Gets it to the checkpoint, and then turns back. And he's just able to so efficiently manage everything going on in this situation here. That's the camo play out of him yet again. I think he controlled most camos in this game, to be honest.
Yeah, that was because of the grand scheme of how Sentinels was playing the match. Like they purposely filled in the P side and made sure that Cloud9 could not challenge out and get towards the camouflage when it was coming up.
Wow.
But here we go, Cloud9 answering back quickly, getting 3 down. Frosty opted to go straight for that noob combo. He's going to be able to use it to find 1, but that's going to be it as Renegade finds the nade to pick him off. And now this is all looking dangerous for Sentinels as Cloud9 has full control of the map.
Grand Finals, Game 5. Series tournament point for C9. They've got a great advantage to start it, but it's still set 1 here in Sentinels. They're looking to replay it all. But right now, the pressure coming in from C9. 5-kill advantage, but they've committed themselves over to red base. There's an opportunity for Blue to maybe push out, get back center map. You can see they're all rotating out through car side. Renegade does get the opening pick, though. He'll fly out to center map. Looking for more here. 1 on bottom mid. Royal 2 cleaned up and taken down. That's a spree for Renegade. The man's turning up. Penguin with a kill on the feed as well. We're at 11-3 in a snowball map game type here. If Sentinels cannot stop this momentum early, it's going to be very dangerous.
This is just a massive lead off rip, but we know no leads are safe on a map like Regret. It snowballs so often as Renegade's going to find Snakebite out of position. Easy shots into the back. Snakebite really had no option right there. It's 14, make it 15-4, man. This is just a performance from Cloud9, and they're not stopping anytime soon. The Sentinels have to find a break, and they have to get this next overshield. There really is no option at this point. You have to get this overshield and bring yourself back into this game.
Yeah, brutal for Sentinels right here. They need picks. They need to pull away with an advantage in slays here if they want any chance. But 18-6 on the board here. Renegade wrapping out through blue. What? Okay, nice use of the nade right there. Goodbye, Eco. Pretty sure that wasn't intended, but I guess they can afford a couple accidental kills here. 18-8 on the board. They still got the 10-kill advantage. But my God, what a blunder.
There's Trippy standing in P2. He's just going to be that back player providing support and getting to... Oh, man. You had to get that overshield, and there really wasn't anyone in position. Trippy got there just a hair too late, and that puts the overshield back into the favor of Cloud9. They don't go far with that overshield, but just the fact that Sentinels aren't going to get it is just a blow in itself. A reversal medal comes out from Eco as he finds the kill at P1. But, man, that was an overshield that was desperately needed on the side of Sentinels.
The longer this continues, the harder it's going to be to swing it. And you can see Stellar right now. Look at this flank from him. Shots into PJ. Can PJ take the kill? It's a big kill. That'll open up things on the map for them. But can they push forward? You can see top map control here in the favor of C9. Big kill out of Snakebite as well, but getting melted by 2 players. He'll go down. That's a trade. All the trades here heavily in the favor of C9 as they continue to pull away. Frosty going to rotate around through red base. Coming back out through car. Got a teammate with them. They can just hold on to top map, get a pick here. Just needs to find the victim. Penguin going to be the man. Can he get there in time? He does get the melee. Tries to get out of dodge here. But nade's coming in. And this is the thing. Every single kill is met with an answer back. And if this continues, there is no chance of a comeback.
Yeah, the 12-kill deficit is just... It looks so immense at the moment. And they still only have a minute to wait for that next overshield to potentially use that as a catalyst to get back into this game. Though, all of Cloud9 are right now trapped into the back of that blue base, and the top control is in favor of Sentinels as we stay Snakebite throwing down the shots, but they're not quite able to find the kills, and Frosty getting picked is big because that's going to allow Cloud9 to push over to red and get themselves some sort of map control. The trade-outs are coming through, but like you said, if you're on the side of Cloud9, you'll take a trade all day as they're going to find another kill on Trippy at bottom mid, and now they're going to have the noob combo as well with this next overshield coming in play relatively soon.
Yep, the OS coming up. Trades all day, any day for sure. Out of the boys on C9 here. Stellar going to mount the challenge onto Trippy. Big win out of Trippy. Big timing to get that win as well. Sentinels with a chance. just a chance to get to that OS. They do manage to pick it up. Penguin with a double kill. Penguin tried to do everything he could to get that stick in the final second. They do melt most of the OS.
God.
Look how quickly the challenge comes in. Frosty taking beams from 3 different players there, and he's out of the running. Now 38 to 25 on the board here. And not too much time left to work with. We need to see perfect Halo out of Sentinels, and all I'm seeing are perfect shots out of Eco.
Perfy, Reversey, put the statement on it. Man, you could have said it better, man. They are just playing perfect at the moment. And at this point, we've seen crazy things on Regret, but I don't think we're going to see anything this crazy today. Only 8 kills left, and yeah, there we go. Snake bite. Yeah, they're done with it. Cloud9, man, they have dominated in this 5th game. It was a journey to get here, but there is no bracket reset. We are gonna see these guys take back-to-back championships. It took them 4 seasons. 4 seasons to get here. Yeah. They went through 3 of them without winning 1 championship, playing out of their minds. But come the 4th one, they're dominant. We're seeing the era of Cloud9 as they find these last picks.
Victory.
Game 5 goes in their favor, and how fitting for it to be a steak dinner.
A steak dinner, Game 5 at a C9. What a way to make a statement to close the tournament. At one point, we were asking the question whether or not C9 would ever win a championship, whether or not they had it in them, you know, whether the switch with Penguin from Shotzzy was enough to bring C9 to a victorious position. But I mean, twice in a row, they have the best seed now going into the finals next week. C9, they're on the top of the mountain here, Garrett, and look at those stats: 17-7, 15-7, 10-8. Just some beautiful stats coming up on the board here. Penguin leading the charge. We talked about it. The man comes into the team, and it looks like he's making plays. He fits perfectly.
Yeah, Penguin, it fits like a glove, man. Like what we saw when they won the objective, right? The oddball that they won, it was purely because of how Penguin was rotating that ball. He played the objective perfectly, and then they get back to Game 5, and Penguin, you know, he goes Super Saiyan. He takes over the game. He's finding kill after kill, but really it was that lead that Cloud9 bought early on that was just inescapable. You just could not get over that big of a lead. That's a rough start.
That too. Yeah, I was just gonna say, just the amazing presence of mind there from Penguin to try to at least get the stick before he dies, but you can see just the team melt come in and just isolate, take down Frosty. You mentioned it though, and this is the difficulty with Regret Slayer is how momentum based this map game type is. If you win that opening strat and you get the next series of slays, you can lock down the players in the base, then it just creates a deficit that is so difficult to come back from. The only opportunity you have to make that comeback is off of an OS pickup, is off of, you know, around the power weapons power-ups, and all of those moments were moments C9 made sure to shut down right quick.